top, Boss Mills. Yeah, what's up? This is how we do. Yo, Lauren, you ready? The beat's so amazing. Bring it to him. You ready?
Welcome to the Off the Wall show on Intellectual Radio. I am JB3. Hey, this is Miss Beautiful Miss Shireen C in the building today, y'all.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I mean, today has been a rough day. I'm tired, you know. I got squashed by this big girl on the train on the way here.
Wow, okay.
It was just funny because like it got packed and then she just kept moving back. I'm like, lady, I'm behind you. What you say? I couldn't.
Don't do that.
I'm so sorry. So yeah, that's the end of what happened. I wasn't playing with that.
Don't do that.
She really kept walking back on me. I tried to, excuse me, miss. There's a skinny guy behind you.
She just wanted to just cuddle up.
But the funny thing is, like, she leaned back and like kind of laid there for a minute. And I'm like, excuse me,
she just
miss.
wanted some cuddling. She wanted some time with the JB3.
She didn't even know me.
I don't care.
She just needed some cuddling from somebody. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah, today I got leaned up against a nice plus size woman who who kind of crushed me against the door, and I was, I said, lady, they said don't lean against the doors, but you just want to lay there anyway. But it's all right. Yeah, she. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you are goofy. Okay, but even though with that funny humor is there. It is back to school time.
I ain't got no kids. I'm not excited about that.
I am. It's back to school. My kids are going back to school. They got their backpacks and their school supplies and the different things that they need to start off their school year. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know you happy because the kids is gone. Hey, at the house. Let's get it in.
My kids are always gone. They're involved in every sport.
Right. They are so active.
With that,
super active.
Yeah. They broke me. Don't get me wrong. My kids broke me. They had backpacks. They had calculators. Mom, we need some shoes. Mom, we need this. We need this. We need this. And I got 3.
That's because you're a good mother. That's
babies.
why they broke you, because you're a good mother. You had to do what you had to do to,
yeah,
provide and survive.
And I want them to have the best. And they deserve it because they're really good students. But yes, it's back to school. And with that being said, it being back to school, I am one of those moms that make sure my kid is prepared and ready to go back to school. So one of the traditions and one of the things that I do with my kids is when they're going back to school, so I don't have to get up every morning combing hair, I get their hair braided. They get braids or twists or whatever.
Just to make
this year, my 2 little ones, both of them got box braids. And it's only just because, one, they're actively involved in sports and things in school. And it's a protective style. So in the sports, I don't have to worry about them sweating out curls. I don't have to worry about doing all these other things. So that's why one of the ways that I get their hair braided up. Plus, they have long, natural hair. And the texture of the hair is really, really curly. So if they don't get their hair done every week, and getting their hair done every week involves them getting a press and curl, going to the shop, getting a silk press, all that, which is like $80 a week.
That's a lot of money to do a lot of stuff.
Yes, a lot of money. And so one of the things that helps with me, and since I have 3 girls, we get braids. They get braids or they get twists or however, which lasts about a month, maybe month or 2, depending on how they take care of it. But so with that being said, I was, me, always surfing the internet and watching the news and stuff. I was appalled, angry,
did you
and
hear
upset
about,
that the 11-year-old little girl got sent home from school because the school instituted a policy of no braids, no locks, no twists, no
it was
nothing.
a lot of
stuff. Natural hair. It's a really long thing. And the little girl was humiliated. They pulled her out of class and sent her home.
Yeah. They pulled out of class and she was sitting up there crying and the whole down. I saw it. I promise you, I saw it.
And that I can only imagine being her mom, because first of all, And there's no excuse for them to pull this kid out of class.
Right.
I don't understand what hair has to do with her education and her learning. Now, my kids have gone to every type of school you can possibly name. They've been in a prep school where they wore uniforms and the blazers and I'm finna say scarves,
Just
the ties and everything, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right.
They went to a prep school when we lived in Arizona. Then they went to a Catholic school where they wore the uniforms, and now they're in a charter school that's sort of similar like a prep school, but they still wear uniforms. They still have all of the different restrictions and stuff, but they do not have a restriction that bans them from wearing their hair in braids, twists, locks, or anything of that sort.
Right. I mean, like I said, I think the whole entire just black community was appalled at the whole idea of them like keeping kids out of class, because I think the whole country knows that this is just a racial and a racist policy, because nobody else is affected. No other kid on the planet is affected by these policies but black kids. You know what I mean? Nobody else. You know, we are the ones with the dreads. We are the ones with the braids. We are the ones with just the different styles of hair. You know, honestly, Caucasians don't have to go through that.
Right. And for me, I work in corporate America, and I understand the fact of having to deal with the issue of you can't wear certain hairstyles, or you can't do certain things because of you're in corporate America and it's not seen accessible or professional. Now, and I have experienced it where I went on a job interview and I had my hair, I think it's last year, I had my hair in twists, but they were long twists.
Right.
And they were the long twists, and they sort of kind of looked like dreads a little bit. And I went on an interview, and they were up pretty nice. I had them in a bun and whatever. And the lady just felt differently about me and she didn't even look at my resume. She just looked at my hair.
Right.
And she made an assumption about me based on my hair that, you know, this isn't corporate America. This isn't what we like. This is the style that we like. That kind of pissed me off and upset me a little bit. But then I thought about it. Everybody has this sense of identity, or a sense of this is how you're supposed to look. This is what socially is acceptable.
Right. I mean, and again, like I said, I think the majority of the world just knows that it's a wrong policy.
I just don't understand what a kid's hairstyle has to do with their educational learning and them learning. First of all, from as long as I can remember, me being a little black girl, light-skinned black girl, my mom, grandmama, aunties, whatever, has always braided my hair.
Right.
And always done style. They've done braids, barrettes, beads. I can remember getting beads, and the beads being different colors all over my head. I went to a Catholic school and we had beads in our head. So now, like you said earlier when we were talking off the air, some places, because you play certain sports, they don't let you wear beads because of certain sports. Because yes, it is a hazard if they break or whatever. But
that makes sense. Like policies like no beads while you playing softball. I mean, soccer or football basketball, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense because you're protecting everybody else. Like you're jumping around, bouncing your head, and yeah, you might hit somebody in the face. So yeah, and then not to mention one of them might pop off and fall, and you can swallow. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. So policies like that with no braids or whatever, and it keeps. And hell, sometimes basketball players, they tell you no earrings. You know what I mean?
You're not supposed to. You don't wear you cannot wear earrings with playing a sport. Like when I played basketball, softball, and volleyball. We couldn't wear rings. You can't wear bracelets. You can't wear earrings.
Yeah, I mean,
because those are things that kind of they'll hurt you, and they're things that will take away from playing the game.
I mean, so, that makes sense. But
again, what does my child? I'm just saying, what does my child's hair have to do with her education?
And like I said,
how can my child wearing now? Both of my younger kids have box braids down to their backs.
Okay.
And
Again, that's what I'm saying.
I would be highly pissed. I mean, really, really, because one hair cost me 100 and something, the other one cost 100 and something too. I would be upset if I took them to school and I got to work and got a phone call and the teacher or the principal or somebody said, "Hey, your kid's in the office because they got box braids."
Right. And like I said, I think again, the majority of the country already is wholeheartedly with you because, like I said, they know it's a racial policy. They know it's a racist policy, and it just doesn't make sense. Policies that don't make sense to me get on my nerves, and that's one of them.
I
Like
mean,
the
and
hair.
I just can't understand. Even there was one school in Louisville, I think it was called Butler High School in Louisville, where the principal is black.
Right.
The school is in a predominantly black area, and they instituted the same type of policy. And one girl did get sent home, but what happened was when she got sent home, her mom is a state rep. She's either a state rep or something in politics down there. And she went on Twitter and went off.
Hey y'all, what's happening?
She went on Twitter and went off about, this is a cultural identity. You're ripping my child's cultural identity away from her.
Again.
How are braids seen as a distraction, and how can you institute a policy like this when the majority of your students at this school is African American and female? Because this policy, one, it affects majority of female women, because I don't care who you are, you're out there, and if you're a black girl or a black woman or African American, you have worn your hair in braids or you wear your hair in braids. If you don't wear your hair, even to get a weave, you still got to get your hair braided.
Yeah, of course. And again, I'm with you a whole 100% about the policy. We can agree that it's stupid. I mean, I don't understand why they do it. I mean, and it's one of those things where it keeps us from having an education. That's what
I just think it's kind of crazy. It's ludicrous. I mean, we want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts, your opinions on it. Call us at the station 708-223-8953. Join us on our live feeds. I'm on Facebook. And JB3 is on.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook today, y'all.
Oh, I thought he was on Instagram.
No, I went on Facebook. Yeah, y'all wasn't paying no attention to me today. So I went back on Facebook, and I got a few people listening and looking. So, and yeah.
We are streaming live. IntellectualRadio.com is streaming live on YouTube.
Hey,
so join a conversation. Call in to the station 708-223-22.
708-223-8953.
I got tongue tied.
It's all right.
Or join our feed. We do have a comment from Latricia, and she said that it's not right. Style your hair natural is not a distraction. So
I mean, again, I asked that question before. Who is it distracting? I mean, if they're saying it is, they say that your kids are distracting my kids. And my thing is like, from who? But my thing is also this: the fact that some of these schools were Christian schools or Catholic schools or just
private schools, charter schools. But even with charter private schools, they may have a dress code or a policy in place, but they don't have a dress code and policy that specifically says, like this one school, you cannot wear braids, twists. You can't wear braids, twists, or whatever. And I wish I would have printed it out because I wanted to read the policy to see what it says. But even if they would have said that, they should have changed the policy. And the school in Butler did. They changed the wording of it so that it said that students are prohibited from wearing styles that are unmaintained or not well groomed.
I guess that might make sense.
That was better. That kind of came off. That sounded worded better.
You can't come to class with your hair looking like you just don't care. I get it.
Right.
This looks like shit. I'm sorry.
But I mean, I'm just saying, I as a mom and as a parent and doing this back to school stuff, I take pride in me being a black woman. I take pride in my hair. Today I'm all natural. It's just to prove a point. I'm all natural, and I have my natural hair today pulled back. And if I would have went to work today and they would have said, "Oh, girl, you got an afro. That ain't what you doing here with that?"
Nobody would have said that because your hair is short.
I'm saying as an
It's
example.
above your head. I mean, it's above your neck. I mean, it's not all over the place either. So.
Yeah, but you do have people who have natural hair who have afros that are like a fro.
And they need to pick that thing. They need to pick it out. They need to groom it some kind of way. I mean, I'm talking, how we used to do back in the 70s. You just kind of pat it and hold it together. And, sometimes you can get some activated and you squirt that thing and, let it drip.
But I'm just saying, for me, my hair is my crown and glory. That's what defines you almost. Identity.
Not necessarily defines you, but it's what people see, your face and your hair.
Well, even with that, I have learned, and I know that with me wearing different hairstyles, me being a public figure and in the public eye, people like certain things about me. And I have a friend who really, really has pushed this thing to home with me, because when my hair was long before I cut it short, I used to get so many likes on my Facebook page. I get likes, the hearts, everything. People tuned in, and I put a picture up. Hey, got comments, whatever. When I had the long hair,
right?
When I cut my hair,
oh yeah, didn't nobody want to see that?
Yes. When I cut my hair, it was like I got like maybe 1 or 2 likes.
Right.
But as soon as I threw a wig on with the long hair again, the likes shot right back up. And even like when I had the twist, which I had last week, because I'm in between the going natural and getting out of relaxer, I got so many likes. Oh, we like your hair like this, like this, like this. It's really, really pretty. And when I cut it, remember when I cut it really, really short?
I do.
They hated that, and the men hated that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Look, Miss Architrata says, "What does hair have to do with education? What the hell does hair have to do with education?"
Exactly. That is exactly what we said.
And Miss Latrice Mackey, how you doing? Miss Latrice is in the show. She said, "I don't give a damn what a child hair looks like. They have the right to an education." And yeah,
and that's our point. Hair has nothing to do. Yeah, my baby hair. My oldest daughter has a 4.5 grade point average, and they're on a 5-point scale. And she wore twists all year last year, and wore weaves or whatever.
Right.
How was she distracted?
No problem.
She cut her hair off. She still has the 4-point grade point average. Again, it didn't change her.
And here's something else too. I think the fact that the policies were saying when they said distracting, I think they were talking about the other kids were going, "Oh, your hair's so pretty." Oh,
no, that wasn't they was talking about. They was distracting. And the person that wrote the policy, was not African American. Let's just make that clear. They were not African American.
Nobody that makes policies in any form of government, whether it be educational or political, nobody of color writes those policies down. Like,
because
nobody.
If we would have, if I'm saying how. If you guys look at the article, and there's an article in Newsweek as well that talks about this, how African American students with natural hair, it was called Natural Hair War, how our identity, our culture, and everything is being ripped away from us because nobody wants to see that. I don't want you. Well, you can't wear your hair and twist and braids. Well, our culture, we have
flat too, so I get it.
We have worn our hair and twist and braids for as long as we can remember. Even in Africa, that's why we have so many great African hair braiders that braid our hair in the shops and stuff, because they braid the hell out of hair in Africa.
Look, a lot of them so-called African designs or whatever, African braids, they're not from Africa. That's just a design that somebody that came over here and Americanized. But I don't really see a lot of African people that do that.
What, braid hair?
No, I mean, like, I've seen like a bunch of African pictures, and I've seen like a lot of videos, of course, with all this kind of stuff. They don't have the box braids. They don't have these big old.
No, but they do have braids.
Oh yeah, they have braids, but it's not like not Americanized braids.
No,
Hey,
not Americanized braids.
Your buddy on the way.
There is a tribe in Africa that hair. They and I can't think of it right now, but they did a documentary on them.
Okay.
Where their hair is so long and beautiful, it goes all the way down to their feet.
I've seen them, and that's one tribe.
But it's in Ethiopia, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
but
it tribe.
Showed that they braided it though.
I understand it.
And then they braided it in like different. No, I wouldn't say it's one tribe. It's a lot of places in Africa that braids hair.
Plaits, that's what it is, Aja. Okay, I think she said it was called plaits. But I mean, still, what I'm saying is this: we try to make it seem like all these different hairstyles that pop up out the blue. Some of them are from Africa. Yeah, I get it. Some of them are, but I promise you, if you go over there, it's gonna be a lot of straight hair, a lot of afros out there. Not a lot of them are going to have like these big old braids and like 6-inch thick braids that coming out the side. You might that's stuff that's trending. That's you're right. Americanized, that's hip, trending, whatever. But I'm just talking about like normal. I'm talking about normal braids, braiding, plaiting. I'm talking about that came from Africa. That came from the slave trade. That came from that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying like. I'm not saying that. Yeah, Madam C.J. Walker came in and changed all that.
The hot comb
and grease.
I remember.
Petroleum jelly saved a lot of black kids. That's what happened.
Whatever. I remember them burns on Easter Sunday. Get with the straightening comb, and mom put the grease and stuff in your hair, and then it dripped down your neck and stuff.
I didn't have hair that like that. No,
we did, and we kind of don't. We the light bright with the kind of mixed ancestry went back to the slave master days, so our hair is like really curly and stuff when it get wet. Yeah, that was us.
See, my hair was, don't get me wrong though, when I was a baby, I had long hair, and it wasn't none of that curl kind of stuff. They just kind of brush it down and I was good.
It is different for men than it is for women. We can't shave if our hair is nappy and unmanageable. We can't shave our heads.
How come you can't? They doing it now. I promise you.
I know what girls are shaving their hair. I'm just saying.
You can. This is not to say that you can't.
Me, I can't wait for my hair to grow back because I'm tired of being called sir. I'm tired of.
You would not be called sir.
I promise you that's we like.
Who calls you sir? It's not like that you dress like a man. No.
I promise you I didn't got called sir, and then I didn't got hit on by a lot of
lesbian women.
Yes. And I'm strictly to the.
Maybe because you just didn't have on the makeup at the time or whatever the case may be, but you don't look lesbian.
I don't want to look it, and I don't got nothing against that, but I have gotten hit on a lot.
Miss Avala said she would shave her head. See, I know it. I
have nothing against short hair. I shaved my hair short. My baby shaved all of her hair out and wore afro to prom. I mean, not afro, wore a fade to prom with, and she was very beautiful with it. I have nothing against short hair. It's just to each his own. My significant other personally likes women with long hair. It's something about a woman with long hair that he likes.
Right.
You like when I had long hair.
I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like a woman that's draping. I get it. I do.
Sling it like to the side, to the left.
Okay.
We're getting
it's a whole other because honestly I like it because when you're on top you can see your hair just drip down in my face. Okay, that's something. That's something entirely different.
Getting off subject. But back to what we were saying, that I'm with India Ari with her song "I Am Not My Hair."
Right. Because
it shouldn't. You are not your hair. Your hair shouldn't define who you are. It doesn't say the type of job that you are. It doesn't say who you are. It's not you. It's your hair.
Right.
It's just hair. And
all I can think about is school days right now.
Yep.
Good and bad hair. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But I understand.
Just chickaboo.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah, and Ms. Avala says a woman's hair is her glory.
Yes. And my dad actually pushed that. He said a woman's hair is her crown of glory. And when I first cut my hair, when I was like 18, my dad didn't speak to me. He was like, if God wanted you to cut your hair, he had made you a man.
That made no sense, but okay. I don't get
My
that at
daddy
all.
was from the country.
I get it, but
sorry.
like, man,
But
no.
yeah, hair was their clown. He felt, and I think, I don't know, in the Bible, doesn't it say in the Bible a woman's hair is her crown of glory?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That might have been pertaining to Samson, but okay.
But some cultures don't even allow you to cut their hair.
No, but I mean, the thing is, it's not supposed to be lower than your ear or like covering your neck, I guess. But that's something entirely different. But when it comes to the educational part with these kids,
right?
The kids are just, I mean, that's the only way that they can express themselves, honestly, because they're in uniform all day. They have to dress a certain way. Everything is already covered up. You know what I mean? Everything is already like stationary. This is my uniform. We look just alike. This is me expressing myself. This is the only thing that you cannot touch is my hair. The only thing. So I get the whole, I want to do what I want to do with my hair.
Dang loud. You gotta go.
But yeah,
I mean, it's your hair is your hair. We got a caller coming in.
Hold on, y'all. We got a caller. Who is this on the line on the Off the Wall show?
This is Penny.
Hey,
Hi,
Penny.
How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Fine.
Wonderful.
What is your opinion about the hairstyles in the education?
My opinion with the hair is actions speak louder than words. I've been natural for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And on my job, I have a lot of people that come from Southern Illinois, and they are from the other persuasion.
Okay.
And I've heard what's she doing with her hair behind my back. I even had one of my coworkers that thought I didn't know she was a white girl walk up behind me and pretend like she was touching my shoulder, but slipped her hands and touched my hair.
Oh no! Wow. See, that's the cardinal sin right there. Oh yeah. No!
So now my reactions, if I would have reacted to what I felt behind her doing that, I wouldn't be gainfully employed right now. I waited till I got all that ill out of me, and I touched on that at a letter basis. And I asked her, I said, what was the situation with you invading my personal space like you did?
Right.
Hey,
that's what I felt, like she invaded my personal space.
Well, yeah, we don't need you getting fired. We don't.
If there was an issue of, if you were curious about my curls, all you had to do was ask me.
Right. Exactly.
But some people just don't feel that, they feel entitled. They feel, what's the word, privileged, that they can do any and everything.
Yeah, a lot of that going on.
So, I mean, I don't get it. I've never got it. I never understood why, people feel that they should, or they could do any and everything to any and everybody. But thank you, sweetie. Thank you for your story. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Good night, cousin.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, the thing is, like, with her situation, people don't understand personal space anymore. So people don't understand the fact that, look, leave me alone. If you want to know something, ask. They just kind of feel like, oh, I want to just, you're like an animal. You're like a pet. I want to feel and touch on you.
So they want to like touch your hair. I like, even when I wear the weave, when I was doing the movies and TV shows and stuff, and I used to change my hair for that, I used to get people that wanted to be like, oh, can I touch that? Ooh, that. And I hated that. A good story of that is when my oldest daughter went to China.
Okay.
She went to China and she, when she was over there, she had twists in her hair.
Right.
And the people were like coming up and touching her hair. It was like she was like, Mom, they kept touching my hair. I was like, oh, is that how pretty? How you do that?
Oh, no. See,
So, Yeah.
Yeah,
So
accent a little off.
we're gonna take a quick break right now.
Yeah, we're gonna come back in a minute. We're gonna come back with our guests.
Yes.
Oh man, they are gorgeous. So hey, we'll be right back on the Off the Wall show.
Y'all ain't ready. Tone Doc, Boss Mills. Yeah, what's up? This is how we do. Yo, Morris, you ready? The beat's so amazing. Bring it to 'em. You ready? Let's go.
Start 9 to 5, out of my ride, looking for something to do. Picking myself up, guess what? Baby girl, it's you. Now you wanna come over, love you like no other. You know what this is about, you know my style. Girl, let's get wild. Ooh, turn me up, turn me out, baby girl. Show you what I'm all about. Turn me up, turn me out, baby girl. Show you what I'm all about. Turn me up, turn me out, baby girl. Show you what I'm all about. Turn me up, turn me out, baby girl. Let me show you what I'm all about. Tell me what you got on. Say, ooh, you're turning me on. Girl, you're some kind of freak, yeah. You got me surprised. Now where is wrong? Tell me, how do you like it? Front or back, do you ride it? You say you're sweet, that's fine with me. Oh, girl, you're such a tease. Ooh, turn me up, turn me out. Show you what I'm all about. Turn me up, turn me out. Show you what I'm all about. Turn me up, turn me out. Show you what I'm all about. Turn me up, turn me out. Let's get freaky, baby. Girl, I know it's wrong. It's wrong, girl. Freaking all night long. So strip right down to your underwear. Strip me, girl.
Welcome back to the Off the Wall show on Intellectual Radio. I'm back with JB3 and Miss Shireen C in the building, baby. But today we got two guests. Oh, just gorgeous ladies of the industry of. Yeah, I mean, look, I know that they are actresses and producers and writers. You know what I'm saying, behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. Look, I just know that they do a lot. That's all I can say. But yeah, but the main thing is she's a Virgo. So she's a Virgo. Her birthday is coming up, and it's the day before mine. So yeah, I had to throw that in there. It is what it is. Next Tuesday, next Wednesday, y'all better just show up and show out.
Yes. So we're gonna do a birthday shout out on the air.
I am. But we got a caller. Yeah,
from
I think.
Last topic
From the last topic, but I think I know who it is. Caller, who is this on the Off the Wall show?
It is I.
Hey, the
How
former.
are you?
Yeah, Miss Lady Magnificent in this building. What's happening, baby girl? What's good?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Wonderful.
Okay, I'm not going to keep you all because I know y'all were moving on, but I was trying to just say something about the last subject before you move on.
Go ahead.
I really don't think that it's about the hair because all races wear dreadlocks now. It's not a black thing anymore. I just think that they're coming up with another way to degrade black people, but this time they're using kids. They're degrading the defenseless. They can't deal with the comeback of an adult. So they're going to attack the children now.
They have no choice.
That's what I just said. Yeah, I agree with you. That's
exactly
what I said.
This has nothing to do with hair. Like I said, a person's hair has never defined anything in history. I mean, the hair was way worse back in the day, and they still never got denied any type of education. It's just today's days and times that they have to now attack the children because they can't handle the comeback of an adult.
Yeah.
So now they're just looking for another way to kill a kid's spirit.
Yeah, and see, like the adult can come back and they have a lot to say, and they won't have anything to say to the adult because the adult can think for themselves.
They understand that children don't understand what the world is right now.
No, they don't.
They don't understand what's going on. You don't have parents that have that conversation with their kids and let them know. You don't want to go to your kids and just be like, "Oh, they're just racist," and you don't want to feed them with that hate. Because that's what you're doing when you start telling them about it. You're going to feed into the same thing that they're being fed to, that's being given to them. So you have to teach them in a more mature way, because that's the thing that stops everything. When there is a level of maturity, when your kids know how to act, you can't fight fire with when it comes to racism, because it makes it worse.
This is true.
I mean,
You're going to have to take the intelligent way out. You're going to have to teach them how to find an educated way around racism instead of just doing racism because it's done to them.
I mean, I totally agree. Like the baby that the little girl, she was humiliated.
Right, she was.
And her, I mean, how, like you said, how can you explain to your child they sent you home because of your braids?
Right, but you have to instill in your child, you have to change that humiliating to something that makes her stronger. You have to enforce that in her. That's your job as a parent, to teach her that the world is not going to be is a cruel world out there. That's your job as a parent, to prepare your kids for the world. You can't baby them when they're put in adult situations. That's an adult situation right there. So you can't baby them about it. You can't just like rub their back. You literally have to prepare them for the world we live in. It's harsh.
I mean,
you have to start at home with that. You can't. I'm not going to let society break my kids down. I don't care what society says about my kids. My kids know who they are and what they're meant to be. No one's ever going to come stop that from happening.
And see, that's parenting 101 right there. That's parenting 101 right there.
That's why we love you, Lady Magnificent.
Real talk.
Okay, you all move on to your next thing. I'm going to go back to the live because I can't watch the live while I'm on my phone.
Okay.
Put that out there.
Talk to you.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Call me later. So, yeah. Now, moving on. Moving on to our wonderful guest right now. Introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Carla Monet Shaw. I have Dream Real Theater Company. We have Ladies in Charge Marketing Entertainment Group, and that's who we are.
That's what's up. What you got coming up?
Well, coming up is my birthday party.
Yeah. And I will be there. Look,
turn up.
This weekend is free. We're up at Riz, the New Generation, located 6926 South Stony Island, from 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. in the morning, celebrating Virgo.
Indeed.
What we do.
Hey,
but I'm in this play September the 15th called Diary of a Thick Girl. They already sold out. I try to tell people ahead of time, get your tickets. We're at Tudo Cervantes, which is 31 West Ohio Street. It's a good play. They always sell out. This is the second year that they're doing it. It was done last year. The second year is September 15th. I'm in that. And then we have some things we're doing that actually we're going to start beginning in January. I wanted to start in November, but a lot of things got ahead of me. I have this sitcom stage play I wrote called Meet the Old Schools. Yay, and it bounced back. Yes, with Chris, the one and only Christopher A. Greer. And it bounced back from when I did One's a Headache, Two's Company, but Three as a Crowd. So we're gonna bring that back, because due to the sound and things happening at a high school, we don't want to use a high school again in that order, that you can't do what you need to do in a proper way when the management is not correct. But we're bringing it back so people who didn't get a chance to see it will know where Meet the Old School started from.
I love that play. I actually was there. It was so I loved it.
I wonder why.
Actually, I went to every day of it.
Right, I know you did.
It wasn't that. It was fun. It was funny. It was fun. I'm like,
and it's
exciting.
Big up to Chris.
We did stage and film together. We're doing stage and film again. And this time
you did mixed media.
But this time with the sitcom, we're running it just like it's a sitcom. The only difference is you will get to see commercials in it. So if anybody out there that's doing something and you want to be in a commercial in our show, inbox me at Carla Monet Shaw on Facebook or email Dream Real Theater Company. You can do that. Just email us at Real REAL Theater THEATRE Company at gmail.com. We will get it together. And my friend, she does a lot of stuff on the graphic side, website side, flyers, things like that. She does.
I'll do it.
Right. Let Princess AB.
I want to talk.
Let Princess AB introduce herself.
I'm trying to out the right way. I'm saying she does this and she'll tell you more. She cut me off so short. That's rude. That's rude.
And that's your friend. I wouldn't say
that's
nothing.
Rude.
That's the Virgo side.
No, it's not. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
It's the Gemini side that messes up
Every time. Every time. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Miss Princess.
Avella.
Oh, she really getting back at me, putting my gun on.
She said
it's
the
okay.
whole.
No, and what's crazy, she told me not to, and I got it. You know what I mean? I ain't say nothing.
I had to bust out.
She did that.
But hey, that hey,
it's okay.
It came from your buddy. But okay.
Also known as Princess AV.
Mm-hmm.
I am a plus size model, actress, writer, co-director, Miss Monet's business partner.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I help her out when she needs me. Yeah, but yes, she does a lot of the face work and the footwork and the business work. If you need flyers and playbills done, and
They out there messing stuff up.
I'm listening like I didn't do it.
Trying not to, try to ignore it, but the soundproof ain't necessarily soundproof.
Pluggers done. I will host your shows as well if you need me. Hey.
That's what's up. Now, I got in touch with them a couple of days ago, y'all. The fact that Miss Carla was doing a photo shoot for her birthday party. Man, listen.
Well, this
I was hosting the live. She was doing her photo shoot.
Lord, I just so
he
happened
watched
kind
all
of
3 hours.
I sure did. I sat there
he
and watched
all 3 hours
photo shoot from start to
He
finish.
didn't even cut off during the changes.
I sure did not. I sat there and watched the entire show.
This was a really, really nice photo shoot.
You have no idea.
I have no comment. You have not heard that from me, and I put it on the iPad.
Listen, I'm going to go from my experience, okay? I could not stop staring. Okay, I sat up there and watched that whole live. She was on live for 3 hours and 46 minutes and like 18 seconds.
Look at he got it down to the second.
I sat up there and watched the whole thing.
Seconds, like
Yep, and I sat up there and I waited. And the funny thing is this though, I got cut off plenty of times. She had to restart her live every
we were
time.
Deleting all the time.
And
we were starting back.
What was your photo shoot theme?
My theme is for my birthday. I wanted to do a photo shoot. So thanks to Shad, he came all the way out from Naperville to take my pictures, and I really appreciate him for that. It was just to do something different, and now we're gonna do another one. But it ain't gonna be like
so.
that.
What was your favorite outfit?
Look at him blushing.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Blushing like, let me see.
You know what? Let's just say you made purple my favorite color.
Well, that's my theme. It's white.
Purple.
Hashtag Fashion Nova.
Yeah,
right,
but now blue is my favorite color, but you made any color that you put on.
Virgo's favorite color.
Yeah, you put any color that you had on was like my favorite color. It didn't even matter. It didn't matter. Like it really didn't. The black one was just super dope. Yeah, like then you got on the counter. I just was like,
What you doing?
Hey.
That was my fault.
In my mom's condo.
Oh yeah, well, wherever you were, hallelujah. That's all I got. So, but yeah,
I guess you're gonna make a calendar.
I mean, being a writer,
should.
producer, director, and an actress, you basically don't be ashamed of what you do, but you also be tasteful in what you do. You know what I mean? You do everything and you don't accept everything. So maybe that's why I ain't where I need to be, because I ain't accept everything. But
it's all right.
You don't accept everything. You have a level of respect for yourself. Yes. And a lot of people in the industry, they go for anything and get nothing.
Right. And you're a professional. I mean, I've been to your plays. I've seen some of the things that you've done. And
you know what? I'm going to say something else. I want to apologize to you personally, because we talked a long time ago and I just never got a chance to send in my video. Yeah. I was like, man, I'm going to send it to her, and just got busy. I was like, man, I'm going to send it to her. I promise I'm going to send it to you. And then I just never got around to doing it. So, and then I look up, I'm like, she can cast everything. And like, oh, well, it's too late now.
Don't feel that way.
Because we still meet
we
the
have
old
a lot
school,
of projects
the sitcom
working on.
Play.
Well, I got a lot of talent that can, help out any way I can. I'm here to. I'm a team player. So yeah, this is my resume. I'm throwing that out. This is my interview. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, I can help. That's all I got.
2019.
He's trying to put his plug in with
2019. We have so much going on.
Yes.
So how, for all of those who don't know you or know your work or what you do, explain to the audience, how did you start? How did you get to be? I've seen your work. I've seen what you do, and it is awesome. Like, I've seen the plays and stuff, and I know of your work and what you guys do in your theater company or whatever. Explain to the audience, how'd you start it? And what is the whole premises and the purpose of it?
Well, I've started when I was little. So everything I do, I've done since I was a kid. But when I had first started my first productions, I started out in college. And then in 2007, I bought one of my plays out, and it was under the Beauty in Motion production. And it was like, With You, I'm Born Again. And it was with a diverse cast. And it was fun. And rest in peace to one of the people that were in that cast. But it was fun. It was like, I really like to reach the masses right ahead. I don't like to sit back and come off the chilling circuit and say I've done it. I like to go ahead of the game. And one thing's for certain is, I want everybody. I just don't want to be limited to us. And with that being said, is that I want to work with everybody. My brother from another mother, he's Hispanic. And if I called him right now and say, I need you for this production, he's going to come. And so I look at, we need to expand ourselves and not just be stuck within ourselves. A lot of times we are stuck within ourselves. And then Chicago, let's say Illinois, period, get a lot of scams, get a lot of schemers, and they get a lot of where they stick with their cliques and a lot of stuff they do. Even on the film side, I've done this. I had this little short film I wrote called Enough Games, and I look at the stuff I write and do and how I do it is tasteful. Whereas somebody else, they may do something
and not be.
It didn't talk about everybody else and talk about everybody else instead of being positive with each other. I think that if we learn to stick together in this industry, it'll expound. And what y'all don't know is, I used to host a show. I was Carla Monet, giving you the best in R&B and neo soul. I mean,
yeah. She told me that the other day. I was like, you got to come on the show. You got to come on the show.
It's the fact that I love the entertainment industry. I should have been a lawyer, because when I write, I have stuff with lawyer tendencies. But I didn't do that. I should have. But I look at what I do and how I write my stuff to make people laugh. Is the common ground of what I do. I love making people laugh. And if I can't make you laugh, I'm going to make you cry. One way or another, you're going to do either or, come to see something I've done. And laughter is most of the part. You're going to laugh. And it takes the person who takes on the role to bring that laughter out. I wrote it. Now you got to run with it.
Indeed. It's nice. So what's your role in the play that you got coming up?
You said
Diary of a Thick Girl, THYCKE, Thick Girl Productions. I play this.
THYCK. Oh yeah.
I play this girl named Tony. They have a new twist to it. So people who came and saw it last year, they bought a twist. So you got to come see it. And the fact that they sold out and they don't have 2 shows, they're more than likely going to bring it back. But it's going to be great. I'm in it with an awesome cast. You have L, he a comedian, he's in it. Paige is what's Paige like? Paige Ryan in it. Robin Durham, Kishana, can't think of Kishana last name. Who else? Charlotte Smoke, Kareem Bell. She just got married. Congratulations.
She did. I did models.
To Kareem.
I did a fashion show with Kareem. That's my buddy.
And she's the narrator. Who else I'm missing? BB Monroe is in it.
Okay.
It's written by this lady Brandy Young, and she wrote a good play. I mean, it's have a very good concept in it. It brings a message about thick girls, thick women, and and how we can change in society, and the things is why I don't want to give too much away, because people need to come and see it. But
it's sold out. So how we go? Because you got me interested in it. I'm like, I can get tickets.
The message in that is what happens when you're a thick girl, and the fact that you have oversized women, you have the attitudes and the things like that, and the psychological part of being a thick girl, like the woman who get married. And then she had kids. She quit her corporate job to raise the kids. And then she gained weight. And then she's not looking like she used to. And then her husband is expanding out. I mean, it's messages all in it. It's messages all in it. It's a great play. And they bring it back. I suggest people come and see it.
Are they going to put this on DVD? Because, I mean, seeing as though I ain't going to be able to make it.
I would hope they would put it on DVD. I will find out and definitely will.
Another day.
From the sounds of it, it's like, can't nobody get tickets right now because, like you said, they're sold out.
They're sold out.
Yeah,
they have great marketing.
I need to see this on DVD.
So sold out
on YouTube or something.
So as we close out the show, anybody that is interested in, can you give our listeners and those that are viewing us information about you, about your play, about everything?
The party coming up this Saturday on the 25th. That's what we need to know about.
Let us know about it.
Okay, so we do have a website for our theater company. It's dreamrealtheatercompany.org. You can check us out there. You can see pictures from the last play. We're going to put up more stuff. You can find out who we're working with on another production called Just Enough for the City. That story will be coming out. There'll be auditions for that held again. We'll keep people posted about that. You'll find out about Meet the Old Schools on this site. You'll get to see the new promo coming after we start filming next month for certain stuff. You can also find us. We do have Dream Real Theater Company on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh, you know I don't be on Snap.
You know what? I'm on there. I just can't deal with it.
I just can't. It's like
nothing. You take pictures and it's going in 24 hours.
Like, yeah, okay, but we're there. We're gonna be there when we're promoting, so that's fine. You can also find my stuff, Carla Monet Shaw, on Facebook. I'm there. Find out information. You can find the ladies in. It's an N, the letter N. Charge Marketing Entertainment Group on Facebook as well. We didn't create an Instagram page yet, but we probably will.
I thought we did.
She giving you every way to get you
can find me. Please do not find my government name page.
But yeah,
you being petty today.
Oh, that might be the Virgo side.
We're that not might friends, be a Virgo side. And my answer is going to be a no from me. But you can follow me on my Facebook page on Princess AV. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Princess N2K. Princess, the letter N, the number 2, and the letter K on Instagram and Twitter. Also, if you'd like to get some flyers done, some pluggers done, any graphic design work, you can find me there, or AV's Graphics and Designs on Facebook.
I got too many pages. I can't name them all.
You find one, you find us all, because we all connected.
Oh, yeah.
Thank y'all, man. I really do appreciate y'all
you guys coming out. I'm excited for I want to audition for you.
Real talk.
I'm excited for like the plays and things that you got on. So I really, really thank you guys for coming in on the show today.
I'm debuting my first play next year.
Oh, yeah. I'm there. I'm there. So, man, thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for coming to bless us and grace us with your presence, for real. Tell everybody where the party is, because I said the other day that I had a prior engagement, but then I was like, what happened?
Coming?
No, I will be there. The thing is, it's just I'm gonna have to cut the other one short. That's all. But yeah, I will be there. I will be there with bells on, because
we're gonna make sure people see the lights outside of Riz. We're gonna be at Riz, a new generation, 6926 South Stony Island, from 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. in the morning with DJ Black. We're gonna have a great time. It's a purple and white theme. Do you have to wear purple and white? No, but I mean, you want to fit in with me, you might want to.
Bring your fine friends, not your ugly ones.
Wow. Okay. On that note, yes. Tune in next week, man. Look, the Off the Wall show has been a great show today. Thank y'all for coming.
Tune in as we always go off the wall.
Yeah. Greatly appreciated. I will be there. The bell going in. I got purple. So
you're gonna make me have to go back.